Welcome to Provo, Utah, Lavelle Edwards Stadium, home to the 1984 national champion BYU Cougars, and this, one of the more intimidating venues in all of college football. We've got a top 25 showdown in this one, both teams with an opportunity to get a statement victory. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the BYU Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. And they thought about a return, then thought... Bring it out to the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. Gonna run it. It's McCray. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
That middle linebacker just wanted it more, man. He came right up the middle. He was able to beat and cross the offensive lineman's face and work his way to the QB.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the right. Complete downfield. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go for and out if they don't convert. Running for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, BYU.
Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Using his legs, it's Martin.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. A run for the quarterback. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Offense in an empty set. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes his connection. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, when you're running the drag route against man coverage like that, as a quarterback, you got to put the ball out in front of your target. When you do that, you give the guy a chance to then advance the football up the field, pick up a 1st down like they did right there.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They're bringing heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Cougars will hustle to the line. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Splits the uprights, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Illinois offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Altmaier. Wide open downfield. He's loose. He's at the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Fighting Illini.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 7-3. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown.
BYU 3.
Just about set to kick it away.
Set to advance on the football.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Martin. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
The Cougars are moving quickly down the field. Right back to the well. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I love DBs that want to tackle, and they get an opportunity to look like heroes on these outside toss plays. Physical play by the corner there, getting the ball carried down behind the line of scrimmage.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On second down, wants to throw it. He makes the connection. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Illinois 7, BYU 3.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown. That was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Leaves it with the back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. In the red area, it's Davis. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
The Cougars line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
How many chances can you afford to waste in the red zone? They've already been stopped twice. Can they come through this time? It's 3rd and goal. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
We'll see if they can dig one up. It goes forward this time on second down from the 18. Scanning the field, it's Altmaier. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. With the catch, it's Franklin. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Able to pick its way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. They'll go to the ground. Still running at the 40. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. Might as well give it to him again. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff from the shotgun. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Got enough space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Grab near the marker, it's Bryant. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Looking to throw, it's Altmaier. Unloads to the wide out. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
You can tell this quarterback and these wide receivers are on the same page. Quick read, quick throw, quick success.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. The run from the shotgun. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Illinois lining up quickly. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, the free safety's just sitting back there deep in cover 3. He's got zone, he's got middle field responsibility. Just watching the quarterback's eyes. He reads the throw, breaks on it. That's just too easy for him.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Knocked off his feet. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
BYU.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio.
BYU 17, Illinois 7.
Third quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Power football with the run. Looks as if BYU will have a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. Running toward the tape. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Hey, it's important on offense in the passing game. You've got to have balance. And I mean, you got to be able to attack different thirds of the field. You got to work the perimeter to both sides, but you got to let the defense know, too, that you're not afraid to go over the middle, and they did right there.
That chunk play has them in business, set up with a first down in the red zone. Leaves it with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
Absolute shank. Missed it. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
BYU 17, Illinois 7.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. He's right on target. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
On the screen, Martin out of bounds at the 47-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
Give to the running back. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to him. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. He's going to fire deep. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Illini.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Able to pick up a couple on first down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. Off play action. He's going to let it go. Makes the catch on the right side. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Using his legs, it's Martin. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. 2nd down coming up. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, BYU 17, Illinois 14.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Martin. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
On the move. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Loses 3. Now, a 4th down.
BYU trying to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. The quick out. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on 4th down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He breaks a tackle. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
So this offense has the lead. They have the ball. They have the clock on their side and a chance perhaps to put it out of reach. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. It's great to think you're going to score every time you return it, but man, what a bad decision. He's down at the 6. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Wants to throw. It's Altmaier. Unloads it left. Just missed his man. Gave him just a little too much.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
This offense has a second down play. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. And they got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them, because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. And the pass hits, picked off. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. And he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
That just might do it. Man, offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. To the air, it's Altmaier. Looking left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. And yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
From the 33, it's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. And he tried to balloon that one in on the sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. They want to just keep throwing it. Going for it all. Snags it. Touchdown, Illinois. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. We saw a great example of it right there.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. At the 40, there he goes. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that.
Really been impressed by the balance we've seen from this offense so far in the game, but I think you got to give a lot of the credit to the running game because it's been able to freeze these defenses, it's helped set up play action. They've been physical at the point of attack. I think that really has been the key force for this offense so far, having the success they've had.
Oh, it's a reverse. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. The toss sweep to the right. They could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The play action fake. And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Let's see what he can do with it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line.
Will take over 1st and 10.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. 2-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. Makes the grab, and a nice gain gets it to the 35. Illinois right back to the line.
At the 35-yard line.
Going up top on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, that's exactly why you practice these 2-minute situations. The quarterback knew exactly where to go. He's trying to work the sideline, save some clock. Great route by the receiver getting open, making the catch, getting out of bounds. And this drive is off to a pretty good start.
Illinois coming out with a 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Altmaier. Fires to the end zone. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. He'll field the punt and take it back.
The return is tackled down at the 31, and the Illinois offense will take over 1st and 10.